The brain and the heart speak two different languages.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if you're honest with yourself, I know you know this is true, Kelly, but anyone listening, if you're honest with yourself, have you been able to think your way out of emotionally painful stuff? Or at best, have you been able to intellectually push things back into a box? Because it
Completely.
doesn't work.
I did that when my mom died, logically, she had cancer. She didn't leave me. She didn't abandon me. She died from cancer. So logically, it shouldn't hurt. I mean, it's just part of life. If I was honest, I was in my early 20s. If I was honest, I felt lost. I felt
Hmm.
abandoned by my mom.
Of course.
Logically, that doesn't make sense, but my heart felt abandoned.
Folks, they're two separate languages. Grief is an emotional reaction to loss of any kind. And it's not an intellectual reaction to loss of any
Right.
kind. And because it's an emotional reaction, we have to get to the heart of the matter and deal with the emotional pain from an emotional perspective. I had a great life over here, regardless of the fact they did this. So let's focus on gratitude. You know, but we're not taught folks how to deal with the emotional pain. And that's really kind of what Kelly and I are blessed and fortunate enough to be able to do is give some people some helpful information, just
Mhm.
like that awareness, like it's an emotional event, folks, not an intellectual one,
Yeah.
because we weren't taught how to deal with that. I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you, if it hurts, whatever it is you went through, it's going to hurt to go through it to deal with it.
But you can't
And
just ignore it.
no, you can't because it will affect your health. It will affect the other relationships in your life. It will chew away at your capacity to enjoy life.
Yeah.
It will limit your ability in life to make the dreams you had 10 years ago, 20 years ago happen, right? Grief drains us of energy and robs us of choice. And the walls we put up around our hearts keep ourselves from hurting anymore because we're tired of hurting than it does to deal with it. Grievers, people who are hurting, who've experienced trauma and emotional pain, grief, loss, have never lacked the courage to want to feel better. What we lack is some helpful knowledge that we didn't know, that somebody else figured out, and then some very distinct actions and steps that we can take one at a time so we don't get overwhelmed because it's going to hurt, but
Yes.
the outcome is worth it.